Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'd like to talk about one of my favorite books. But before I begin, a small disclaimer. This video is quite controversial, so viewer discretion is advised. The book is called The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. And it's about shadow work. You're gonna see what shadow work later. So basically, it was written by Debbie Ford, and Debbie Ford was an author, coach, lecturer, and teacher. And she was also on Oprah Winfrey Network in one of her shows, and also working with Deepak Chopra, which if you are a spiritual person, you know who Deepak Chopra is. So you can just Google him. So yeah, why to read this book? Yeah, because you're gonna have better understanding of the subject when you read the book. Also, there's a lot of examples in the book how to heal yourself from the denying your shadow. And also, I don't agree with everything in the book, but it's still a very good book to read, I believe. Because it made me more calm, less anxious, more loving, understanding, and also have less frustration in my life. Why? Because I've noticed that people have a lot of things in common, and I'm one of them. So, it feels more like family now. Yeah, I would say that. So the ideas in the video is a mixture of ideas from me, Kim, from other book, and also from the herself, as it's her book. So, what is shadow? Shadow is a concept created by a psychotherapist Carl Jung. No, it's psychoanalytic Carl Jung. He was a Freud, a friend of Freud. Jung is also the author of what stands today as MBTI. I mean, the theory of it, the personality theory. So it was his work. But then, it was transformed into something else. And shadow is basically the parts of you that you don't agree with, that you would want to just hide under your bed or something, and just wouldn't want people to see it. The bad stuff about you that you deny to yourself, and also you don't want other people to see. But it's more like lying to yourself that you are not this, and that. And I'll explain later what that means. And Debbie is presenting people as mirrors. So basically, if you see a person and you think of them, or they are this, and that, it's about you. Because there's something called the law of correspondence, the Hermetic law of correspondence, that as within, so without. So it's kind of like universe is trying to show you that something's wrong with you, or something you need to accept, or you need to realize something about yourself, but you see it in other people, and you blame other people, and you hate on them. And I see this as a better idea than just pointing a big finger that, oh, it's you. It's more subtle, because you don't know about shadow work until you become spiritually awakened, and until you don't get a certain level of consciousness. So I think it's a better idea than do it in a more blatant way, and it kind of honors your free will. So I would say this is clever. This is very clever. Good job, universe. And also we have something like scapegoat theory. Scapegoat theory is a theory from social psychology, where it's basically claiming that we blame other people for our own stuff that goes wrong. But if you know about law of attraction, you know that people create stuff for themselves, and also I believe in karma. So yeah, if you think negative, your life's gonna be this way, yeah, bad way. I'm not gonna use that as word, but yeah, Kim made a great video on that, and she's used that word there as well. I'm trying not to swear on my videos so far. I'm doing great, I think. So yeah, also Debbie is talking about shadow as gifts, and I completely with this idea. I mean, you can like, I can see like sometimes do something bad to do something good, but I would recommend it, I think. And also, thinking of shadow as gifts is maybe more like an excuse to do bad stuff. So, and also there's another book I've read. It's by Shali C. It's called The Path, and she's talking about. She's actually explaining the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. I mean that we had the primordial sin, Adam and Eve, and people had sinful nature, but Jesus died. He also said it's finished when he was dying on the cross, and in the book she says that people don't have this sinful nature anymore. So it's either they don't have it anymore, or that after they accept Jesus, it's just they just don't have this sinful nature. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, something to think about. Basically, she says that the problem with sinners is that they identify themselves as sinners, what they believe they become. Neville Goodwall, I think he said that, or some, also Oprah. Is that what you believe you become? And because of that, we are sinners. Because we believe we are sinners, then we act as sinners. As simple as that. And I believe if you want to be a good person, if you commit yourself to this path, then it's easier not to sin than you think. And also, I would recommend meditating. When you meditate, you have higher self-awareness, and when you have self-awareness, it's also easier for you to see when you do something bad. So you ask your conscience when you do something bad. Yeah. Also, Debbie is talking about the shadow, not as something you are per se. Let's say it doesn't mean that you are a murderer or something. It just means that there's a quality in you that you could become a murderer if there will be different circumstances in your life. Let's say you were kept in a basement for I don't know how many years, and also someone was beating you every day. So yeah, you could become a very bad person. And also Jordan Peterson is talking about that in his videos, that we could become monsters if the circumstances were different. And also Debbie is talking that if we deny one quality about ourselves, the other one will go down in value. So let's say, if you claim that you are a hardworking person, but you deny that you are also lazy, in a way, then that hardworking gonna have less value. Because if you just think you are in one way, there's like one force going up, and when you think you are this and the way that's opposite, there's like two ways. And it's like tug of war, something, you know, this kind with the rope, that kind of game and competition actually. So if there's just one force, it's not as strong as when you have one force and there's another one, like with gravity, yeah, yeah, like force of gravity or something. And also we have, I'm not sure actually about that one, but yeah. Also we have something that Debbie was talking about, that if we don't forgive ourselves for our dark side, we're gonna judge others, because the universe acts as a mirror. She's also giving an example in the book of a guy, his name is Mike, in the book. It's not his actual name, I think. And he says, oh, okay, I can see I can be this and this and this and that way, but I don't believe I am an idiot, because you know there's so many idiots coming to me and they are so stupid, and no, I cannot be an idiot. But the thing is that later in the book it's shown he is an idiot in some way, and he did something very stupid, That's when everyone started laughing, including himself, and he realized, oh, okay, I can see now. So it was like the universe was trying to show him that he has this quality in himself, so it was showing him around him the people who had this quality. Yeah, and also Debbie is talking something I didn't even realize, but there's a lot of things I didn't realize before I read the book. But one of the biggest things was that sometimes when we give advice, it's actually advice to ourselves. Like if I say you should eat healthier, you should meditate more, it could be because I don't eat healthy and I don't meditate as much. But it's like the universe is trying to make me hear that, so I may do that, something like this. Love of correspondence. And also, Debbie is talking about overcompensating to hide the quality. So let's say in your family, father was, for example, very cheap. He didn't spend much money. He wasn't generous. So you decided, I'm not that way. I'm not gonna do this. So you decide to be very generous. And you deny to yourself that you could be cheap in some way. But the problem is that you losing your freedom because you do something just to prove you are not the other way while you still are that way. So your free will is kind of limited. I mean, you still have free will, but you are in like a mental prison that, oh no, I need to act that way so people don't see me that way, or I'm not that way so I don't see myself that way. So, you know, something to remember. And also Debbie is talking about that if we compliment someone, sometimes it's like the universe is trying to show us, you know what, you're actually that way, you should give yourself some credit or something like that. So yeah, another great idea. Also, Debbie is talking, it's a great idea actually. She's saying that if you point your finger like this, you have 3 other fingers pointing at you back. So remember that as well. And she's also talking about outer shell. Outer shell is something that we created to protect something about ourselves that we don't want to be seen, or sometimes that we deny about ourselves. So let's say, in my example, it was that I was denying to myself that I'm a sensitive person. Well, I'm a very sensitive person. You just cannot see it. So I was acting like I was more tough or more distant or stuff like that. And I think some people, they also don't use humor just to hide their more, let's say, loving, sensitive, caring side. And also another thing is that, yeah, she says ego loses the power when we realize the truth about ourselves, that we are full, when we realize the fullness of ourselves, like let's say the whole circle, yeah, not like the half of the circle, but the whole circle, like, you know, like not half of the pizza, but the whole pizza. And I hope you like pizza. I love pizza. And shout out to Chris, by the way, he loves pizza. And yeah, and the thing is that when we realize the fullness of ourselves, the ego loses the power, because ego uses the lies to, we don't want to believe that we are some way, because it doesn't make us look good to ourselves, to others. So we just, you know, believe the lie, and that's how ego has more power. When we realize the fullness of ourselves, the ego loses the power. And that's it. That's everything I wanted to talk about Shadow in the video. I hope you understood everything I said. And like I said before, just read the book. It's a great book. It's gonna improve your life, change your life. Like always, I wanted to help, not help. Yeah, I like helping, but I would like to thank Kim for coaching me for the last 2 years, and also thank Chris and Kim for helping with the channel. Without them, this channel wouldn't exist. And like you can see, I start to become more of my true self. So more bold, more trying to be more funny. So like I said, I'm gonna show you my journey, how I want to become my best self. So you could as well. So just don't copy me, just be yourself. That's the most important thing, because people sometimes see someone and they want to be like that person, but the problem is they are making themselves a disservice because they're losing a sense of who they are. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, maybe made you laugh a little, and hope you are having a good day, great day, and I see you in the next one. So cheers. We are in the UK, so yeah, cheers.